Hello everyone, welcome back to Owen's Treats. For today's episode, we'll be making spiced apple muffin bread because currently it is spring, but we are having winter weather. So I thought that I could make something very easy and something very delicious. So we'll be making spiced apple muffin bread. For our ingredients to make our spiced apple muffin bread, I have 2 large eggs, 1 cup of 2% milk, a half cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, fourth a teaspoon of ground allspice, 3 medium tart apples chopped. For our first step, we're going to combine our wet ingredients, milk, then our oil, and then our sugar. So I whisked my wet ingredients until all the sugar has dissolved. Let's move on to our dry ingredients. And then grabbing a smaller whisk, I'm going to whisk together our baking powder, our flour, and then our spices / salt. We're going to grab our wet ingredients, mix everything together, and then we're going to use our cast iron pan. Now before I start by mixing all of our ingredients together, I want to talk about our cast iron pan. After you're done doing a recipe or after you're done baking or cooking in it, you never want to wash it with water or soap of any kind because that can create rust in your pan, which is a mistake that I have done before. And so I have now cleaned and prepared my pan correctly. And so what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to clean it out with salt and some sort of brush or sponge that you use that's like very hardy, and you want to scrape off any leftover pieces, and that cleans the pan mostly. And then what you want to do to season your pan is that you take a little bit of oil and then you rub it all around in the base of your pan, and then you cook it in the, or bake it I should say, in the oven for like an hour. And that kind of, because the cast iron is very porous and that oil seeps into the pan, and well, it kind of seasons the pan in a sense. So that's how I prepare my cast iron, and that's kind of just like a little bit of how to use your cast iron. I'm going to put in our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. And then I'm going to fold in our apples. It's 3 apples. And now that my batter looks pretty good, I'm going to put batter into my cast iron. I'm going to put this into our oven for around 35 to 40 minutes. And here is our finished spiced apple muffin bread out of the oven. It looks amazing. I added a little bit of sugar and cinnamon on top. And thank you guys for joining me in another episode of Owen's Treats. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!